Jennifer, can you talk a little bit about your fashion week experience? Like a few weeks ago, you and I met in the same studios,
Yeah.
and you model my bridal collection, and you model the Love, Maria Love collection. And now we're back, and I noticed that you did the Runway 7 a number of days.
Yes.
And when we had a show, obviously, Dawn and I, everybody was complimenting you on your hair, curly stuff. So let's tackle one question at a time.
So Runway 7, it was a really good experience for me. It was my first New York Fashion Week, actually. So as my first New York Fashion Week, I really enjoyed it. I walked for 4 designers, each for one day. So on Thursday, I walked for Royal Melanin, and his piece was absolutely like
A
great.
little bit lower and close to you. Yeah.
Right here?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
And turn towards you. Yeah, that way we capture your sound. Perfect.
Okay. So I walked for Royal Melanin on Thursday. It was the first day, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. He put on a full yellow set on me with a white jacket, and everyone loved it. They were like, "Wow, that looked so great on you. Yellow's your color." And I was like, I should start getting more yellow clothes from now on because everyone really enjoyed it. After that, I walked on Friday for Sandy's Angels. That was great. It was like a carnival theme. I had a really nice cape with it. It was like a one-piece bodysuit with gems all over me, and I had like a really cute hat on. And that one, I was able to walk playfully. I was smiling because usually they want you to walk with a cold face, straight cold face. But for her,
You want the reason why they want cold face, so attention has to be drawn to the clothes away from you.
yeah,
But when it's swimwear, it has to be more playful, and you have to bring attention.
yes. So with that outfit, I brought a lot of attention to it. Everyone loved the playfulness because each model had their own music to them. So with my music, I was supposed to be playful, like swim week. So it was like something like that. And then on Saturday, I walked for Sparkle Collection by Karen Chen. She's from Hong Kong. She's a really big deal over there. Her collection was amazing. It was over 30 models, I think, for her collection, and it was really big. And we each had like sections with it. And then on Sunday, I walked for Yesu God, and we did it for the Made in Canada. And for the Made in Canada, they brought in Canadian designers, and they had their own little section. And they were actually the first to bring Jesus, like Christianity, to New York Fashion Week. So that blew up really big, too.
Interesting. Let's start with the casting. A lot of girls apply for Runway 7. Runway 7 sold a number of spots to girls for $1,800. I don't know if you saw.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so some models paid to be next to you. $1,800. You got it without paying for your spot. How was your casting? Why did you win?
So I was actually late that day because there was something happened with my family and a whole bunch of stuff. And then I went to the casting in a rush. I got my comp cards ready and I waited in line. I was number 113. And mind you, the number would go all the way to about 300, I think, or 400. The line would literally wrap around the block. So I'm 113. I got lucky because I had some friends that also model in the line, and they were like, come here, come here. And they didn't get to them yet. So I was like, yes. I got really happy. So after that, they gave me my number. I waited a little bit, and I got in. So after I got in, they took pictures of us. They took our number, and then there was the line outside, and there was a line inside. So for the line inside, they had like a little like a little runway, and they had all the photographers at the end, and then they had the designers waiting, like sitting on the sides. So there I am. I'm nervous. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening. That was like my third casting ever. So I do my walk, and I'm like, I did good. And then after I got off, the designers were coming to me, and they were like, we want your comp card. I was like, oh, thank you. So I gave my comp cards, and I actually ran out of comp cards that day. I bought about 10, and I ran out, and then I had to send them like files of my comp cards. Photographers would ask for photos, and then that's when I thought, like, wow, like my dream is really happening. Like, this is really happening. And then from there it just went up.
Gotcha. Did you get multiple offers, or those are the four that you just pick, or those are the four you just reach out?
So I got multiple offers. There was like on the fitting day or the next day, and I got chosen by Karen Chen. So when I got chosen by Karen Chen, I lost a spot for another designer. So she replaced me. I actually did get replaced about 2 or 3 times, only because
You get better ones, and you lose ones, and so it's
you win some, you lose some. So there's always ups and downs to everything. But a lot of like the designers that I wanted to walk for clashed with the designers that I already am chosen for. So I just went with whichever one I was more comfortable with.
Gotcha. What makes you comfortable with designer? Beautiful clothes, or like a vibe, a nice person, how do you choose which one to pick when you have two options?
Definitely the vibe of the designer. Like I've been told,
Maybe makes a difference also.
not really, because there could be a designer starting from the bottom and then one day they're like the best that you could ever think of. You know what I mean? It's definitely the vibe of the designer. I was once told that models, you can wear a garbage bag and you can still make it look good if you're a good model. So it's not really about the clothes. It's more about the designer, the vibe they give off, the energy you want around you. So it's definitely, that's a big factor on who you would want to walk for. Sometimes, you can't really control that. Sometimes it's for putting your career out there. But I did put that in mind. And I also did think about how nice the clothes were, because the nicer they are, the more people are to notice you.
Let me take you to a different question. The week started here with us filming at Brick Studios. And can you talk a little bit about that day production? Like, did you like the designer? Did you like the vibe here? Maybe you can mention a billboard that we just published this week with you. Let's see, what's your experience?
My experience when I first got here, I was like, this is very welcoming. I definitely liked it. The dresses were beautiful. The other models were friendly. The designer, she was great. Her pieces were beautiful. Her collection was nice. And it was just an overall nice experience. It was actually my first time doing something like that. So it was definitely, as my first time, I definitely really liked it.
If you back here, so must be good.
Yeah.
Must be good experience. Otherwise, you wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
How do you feel when I send you that video? I don't know if because I told you gotta get a build
Yeah.
application. I don't know if you trust me on that, but it's actually once it took place.
When
How was that for you to see yourself? Maybe this Friday or when we played, you'll actually come and see yourself.
When I got the post and you sent it to me, I was in shock. I was like, there's no way I'm on a billboard in Times Square right now. I sent it to all my family members. I sent it to my friends. I sent it to my aunt, my grandma. And I was like, look, I'm on a billboard in New York. When things happen, I usually take it in, like, it hits me, like, the day after. So I got it and I was like, wow. And then the next day, I was like, in shock still. It's definitely like eye-opening, because when I came for New York Fashion Week, I wasn't expecting much, but I was still expecting more for myself. And when I saw myself on the billboard, I was like, wow, like I'm really doing something. You know what I mean? Like my efforts are paying off. So it was definitely great to see. I really liked it.
Okay, let's do your plug-in with your social media, and we'll take some pictures and videos.
So my social media on Instagram is luv.jenni, love.jenny, and you can follow me on there.